name is Nye McGee with EURweb.com, and you are back in action for another exciting season of The Real
Yes.
Housewives of Potomac.
Yes.
So, what can fans expect from your storyline this season? Just to get right
Uh,
into it, what can we expect? Let me rephrase. Sorry, what can we expect from your storyline this season? Are there any surprises in store?
I'm gonna just say it's complicated, right? There's a lot going on. You guys all know that I am in the middle of a separation and working towards a divorce. And of course, in the mix of it all, an old fling is back in the mix. I don't know how that happened, but but he's here. So, and of course, there's a lot of questions around that and a lot of accusations and things of such sort, but that's what you guys can look forward to.
That really, I was going to save that question for last, but let's get right into it real quick. Are you going to take us, the viewers, inside, your new relationship with the new boo?
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the things that a lot of times people I think maybe forget is that I am an open book. So whatever I'm going through, this is reality TV, so I'm very transparent and I try to be as honest as possible with the viewers of what's going on because I feel like, it's just a part of who I am and this is a part of the journey of Mia Thornton. And so, yes, you guys do get a chance to meet Ink. He does come around the girls and he actually has built his own relationships with the guys and things like that. So there's a lot to look forward to.
Okay, so I have to ask because, I'm a longtime fan of reality shows. In my capacity as an entertainment news reporter, I have interviewed a slew of reality TV stars. And we often talk about the reality TV curse, that reality
Yes.
shows can impact negatively relationships. So, did Ink have any reservations about being open and honest
Yes.
and transparent with you in front of the cameras this season?
Yes. Still, it's a different platform for him, what he's not used to. You can hear him, but now you can see him. So it's a totally different, it opens up a whole nother can of worms, I like to say. And I don't know if I would consider this a reality TV curse. But I do feel like the cameras do make things a little bit more mainstream and they kind of hold us accountability to maybe tackle things that we wouldn't normally tackle because we don't see how it looks from the outside looking in, like we never see ourselves. But I wish that there wasn't so many opinions. But, I've also grown a lot on this journey. I'm more confident in who I am. And I'm really focused on just being a good mom and being a good career woman and just really growing and developing as I move through this process.
Right on.
Yep.
So, how has your relationships with the other housewives evolved since last season?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I see these ladies kind of as my sisters. We are very closely knit and in each other's businesses. I probably know too much that I don't want to know about these ladies, but that's the beauty about our ensemble and our cast is that, while we do get into a lot of mess, there is a lot of love there. And because there's a lot of love there, when things are said, their feelings do escalate to being more, right? Because now we care for each other. So you'll see a lot of that play out this season, especially with a certain somebody. So stay tuned for that. But hopefully, we'll be able to work through it as always because we are sisters and we're all type A. So we have to figure it out our own way, right? So, but it's different. It's a different dynamic. I'm also close with some women that maybe it's new for our viewers to see, which I think is beautiful because you always go back to your core. And also to being in my new relationship, it has brought me back to my core of who I am as a person. Like, I'm able to be more authentically Mia. And so that opens up a different dynamic between other energies. So here we are.
Now, speaking of other energies, how do you navigate the ups and downs, the highs and lows of the other personalities on this show?
Oh gosh, I don't pay them any attention. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um, you know, it's oh, gosh, that's a good question. Honestly, it's hard to care about what other people think when they're so close with you, and especially when you expect people to support you, right? And then they don't. And I think that that's what I have to work and navigate through the season.
So, on that note, what was, or what has, well, what, because I know you've already filmed, so what was the most challenging moment for you during filming this season?
I would say the most challenging would be to be mindful of my divorce. Divorce is hard. It's something that I didn't see myself being here. Um, with young children, navigating a divorce, going through, um, health related issues, trying to continue to be a good person and just be a good mom and still, go through navigating just work, life, everything. It's a lot. So I would say that life in general is a challenge, right? But it's also a blessing. So it's a matter of how, we're going to go through things and it's a matter of how we end up on top. And so I do feel like I do navigate a lot of challenges this season just because I'm going through it real time. I'm not having to relive it. It's actually happening. So good timing on those cameras, poor timing for my life. But I always, I always end up back on top. So I'm good. I feel good about it.
So, you've had obviously your fair share of conflicts in the past. Are there any past disagreements that you've worked to resolve this season?
Yeah, I like to say that I always work through all our conflicts with somebody. It may come back up, but we are going to work through it. I'm a huge advocate for communicate. Just communicate. Let's just talk about it. Let's eventually come to center. Let's be grown. We're all women here, right? We're all mothers, all of us now, right? We're all mothers, and we have to lead by example at some point. And I think that a lot of times conflict is only because of a form of miscommunication. So yes, I do work through it. Um, there are some conflicts that you guys are going to have to come through the journey with us, and hopefully we will be able to get through it
Very
eventually.
good. Right on, right?
Right. Hopefully, I can be hopeful. I can't guarantee it takes two to tango. But, you
Exactly.
know,
Exactly.
I can only speak for Mia. I am hopeful that we are going to be okay and
Yeah.
we can continue to just, be a dynamic duo, ensemble and go on and continue to share our lives.
So, Mia, what messages or themes do you hope viewers take away from this season?
Oh, I would hope that um people just learn to just live life on your own terms and be happy, be merry. We have one life to live and do what like tickles your fancy, and try to just do it in a way that is I guess not that I care what other people think, but do it in a way that's respectful. I do try to find a healthy balance of navigating, my divorce, going into a new relationship. That can get a little tricky, but I do feel like hopefully viewers will be able to say, okay, Mia chose love and I'm going to choose love too. And I'm going to go on and set sail and be happy and live happily ever after.
What are you most excited about fans experiencing when they kind of deep dive into the new season?
I'm excited for the fans to come into us the season. You know, I feel like this was fun. I had a lot of fun. I feel like there were certain individuals who were actually having more fun than previous years too. So that made it fun for me. Like, oh, finally. And I also loved like seeing, I'm glad that I feel, we get the new girls. The new girls are in the mix and they're fun and quirky and amazing and weird, but beautiful, successful, and educated. It's like a great mix. I do bring my friend Jazzy on, and you guys get to meet Stacy, and she's she's an interesting character, which I like. So, and I just think the fans can really like have a good time. You know, we want people to tune in. We want them to watch us and have fun and not be stressed out all the time, you know? So I think it's great. And I really look forward to that. I look forward to our fans being able to really like have like some parties, some watch parties and have fun, you know?